Mama said what you wanna be when you grow up doesn't matter that much as long as you're tough. Mama said what you wanna be when you grow up doesn't matter that much as long as you're tough.
I encourage you all at some point to run your hands down this axe handle and you'll see what I'm talking about. It feels incredible to take a plank of wood and give it this organic shape where now I can feel the efficacy that my work has added to this tool. It feels like a superpower. Like this is telling me I could be a fireman if I had an ounce of courage. It's all mahogany. Good? Yeah. Welcome to Offerman Wood Shop. First and foremost in any shop, thank you for asking. Safety, safety first. We have a whole cabinet full of respirators, safety goggles, you gotta protect your eyes and your ears. And they look cool as well. That's no laughing matter. Sarah, who runs the shop right now, this is her set of handmade planes. I'm not actually allowed to stand this close to it, so maybe cut that part out. I always have loved shops. I love the aesthetic of shops. They kind of feel like the inside of the barns I grew up in, working on my family's farm. When I first found this space, I was so excited to have a place to install a table saw and a bandsaw and a planer and a joiner and a woodworking bench. But I also was so excited to have a place to decorate and dress so that it felt like a warm and creative womb of creativity. This is a great space where you can throw some wood up on the bench and mess it up in a way that eventually it turns into something beautiful. I try to be organized. This is where all my tools and hardware are kept. I love these old-fashioned homemade hardware drawers, you know, much more than anything you can buy in the store, just because they're warm, they're charming, and you can make them any size you want. There are also just, you know, funny moments of love throughout the shop. My friend Rob Eck, that we call Falcon Smoker, he was such a badass. He's a dear friend of mine, and he was such a Marlboro man. And so I cut out his headshot and a piece of a Marlboro ad that says, "Come to where the flavor is." If there's one thing you remember from this whole Adobe experience, it's to always come to where the flavor is, like me and my friend Falcon Smoker. This is a mallet, and it's made of lignum vitae, the tree of life. It's considered the hardest of woods. I kept this around my house until Megan found it and used it to persuade me a few times to get my chores done in the kitchen, so I brought it back to the shop. One thing I love about woodworking is that it's affordable, relatively speaking. Now, what I mean is, I'm living in Hollywood, I'm a young man, and maybe I get a nice movie job that pays me a nice paycheck once a year. Now, if I was a little younger, I might buy something a little more frivolous, like a huge bag of cocaine, or a motorcycle, or you know, an animal, a pot-bellied pig or something. It's not really gonna do me a lot of good other than lift my spirits or heighten my mood. But if I buy a woodworking machine, with each paycheck, eventually I have these incredible machines that I can maintain and they'll last me my whole life, and I can keep using them to heighten my mood, and they also make me money. So that's wood. Now, welding. Do you guys want some welding? Do you want some, you guys dig pottery?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Adobe!